Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sports Line at Atria's PNC Park, 103 Federal Street. If you don't know where PNC Park is, I really can't help you because Google will send you here, but you may park on the other side of the ballpark. Thanks to everybody to come out. We have a full house here. It's a pleasure to have everybody join us on our show. This is like summer. I saw it hit a high of 81 degrees. They got the doors and windows open here, so it feels like it's a Pirate baseball game. They're not here and not playing, so we're going to do Pittsburgh Sports Line. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. My co-host, Smoking Jim Frazier.
Thanks, Al.
I have to warn you as a disclaimer, he's a mama's boy in a nice way. At home and around other people, he's very quiet, but he flicks a switch on, and I'm deaf in my left ear because of that. So you'll find out shortly. I want to thank everybody in Bethel Park. We're seen on Verizon 32 everywhere in the Pittsburgh area. And from Nemacolin to Cranberry Wexford throughout the city, even in downtown Monroeville, Smoking Jim's little town that he won't talk loudly about. But they're seen there, and we appreciate it. We're on every Tuesday through Saturday night. It's rebroadcast from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Now we're on Comcast 7, only in Bethel. If you catch me in the summertime, you can come out to my deck. We'll watch TV there, and I'll sip some green tea outside, and we'll watch the reruns of it. But that's about it. Comcast keeps it separate that way, and it's a shame. And again, if you want to see some of our shows and you have DirecTV or something else, we have something called a Facebook page, and there's also something called YouTube. Every one of our shows is archived on YouTube. And I post all of our shows on Pittsburgh Sports Line on Facebook. And I want to thank everybody for 5,289 likes in 3 years. So thank you very much. Now, little side tip, if you like us first, I'll like your page within reason. I won't talk about Smoking Jim liking everybody's page and then getting little problems with his page. He can't get rid of stuff that appears, and some of it's X-rated. Now, I have a smartphone, so I know all of you with smartphones are much more advanced than I am. If you haven't liked Pittsburgh Sports Line, I'm asking for a like tonight. And we're going to move forward on our show. We have a sponsor of our first segment. It's called What's on Your Mind? And that's where Smoking Jim and I will try to tell you what's on our mind, and watch what he says there, because it's very important. And our sponsor of that is Skeets Lewandowski of Skeets Service Station. Now, he's actually here, as you heard me mention Skeets. You don't hear too many names like Skeets. So he's here, and he's actually honoring us with having a pink Pittsburgh Sports Line polo. So real men wear pink, and he's a boxer, he's a coach, he's a trainer, and he has a service station right in Finleyville. They fix everything and anything that runs on gas. We have a fan of mine come in here to find out about our show. She has a motorcycle. He can work on it. I brought him a chainsaw and a weed whacker with gas. He handled it. Somebody had a snowmobile. They worked on that because it had gas. Oh, by the way, they work on cars, trucks, and other vehicles too. Even a golf cart, I heard. Check out Skeets. But I have to bring him up because he is our sponsor and he's going to be our first guest. I have to ask him what's on our mind, and we're going to do that right now. Skeets, what's on your mind?
Boxing. We had the fights there. Let me hold this.
No, because you actually have to talk into. You don't have to lean in it, but just sit naturally. It's a little awkward, folks, but we'll get used to it.
We had the fights down at Mountaineer Racetrack here Saturday night for Matt Conway fought for a championship. The
Sweet Child.
The Sweet Child, Matt Conway. And his father, Jack Conway, trains him. And they've been fighting for about 12 years now. He's 20 years old. He started when he was 8. And he actually won a belt down there, the super lightweight Appalachian Boxing Association regional title. He won all 6 rounds. And yeah, he's a champ now. We're moving him up. He's 6-0 with 3 knockouts.
That's great. What else do you got?
And then we have probably the knockout night had to be Ed Lattimore, Black Magic. He fights out of Tommy Ankelo's gym out in Ambridge, PA.
He's been a guest of ours, and that was his 12th winning fight, which is
Yeah.
awesome. Undefeated heavyweight.
Undefeated heavyweight, yeah. He's got a bright future ahead of him, too, for a heavyweight. He can hit hard, and, man, he's a tough kid. He was really good.
And he's been a guest on Pittsburgh Sportsline a couple times.
Man, that's awesome. That's a good guy to have on your show there, yeah.
Well, you get good karma, you know that.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Then we had a kid named...
Read your notes. This is the only guest I bring up that can read the notes.
I need my
because he's excellent. Where's his glasses at?
Not yet. I don't need them, yeah. But hey, we had...
I'm kidding. I was giving you time to get a...
Josh, the handsome hitman Himes. He was another guest on this show.
He's a multiple guest. He's a good friend of mine. We sent texts. Smoking Jim and I were doing boxing Golden Glove championships at the Royal Place. I had to send him a text that I wish I could be there, but I'm announcing. He goes, have a good time, Al.
Yeah.
I'm like, same to you.
Man, you missed a good show, Smoking Jim and Al. That was a good show down in Mountaineer. They always hold a good show down there. Nice card.
Matt, what is it? Made Men Productions with Angelo Magnone. He's unbelievable. He's been a guest too. We're trying to get everybody as a guest. If you want to be a guest and you can talk sports, we'll bring you on.
Come on the show.
Not tonight.
No, we're jam-packed tonight. Hey, we got the high school, Mount Lebanon high school ice skating team here tonight too.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna talk.
You're giving
about
them
that.
advance. Finish this boxing,
All
my
right, yeah,
friend.
let me
Then
talk
you're out
about-
of here. We'll bring the girls up shortly. Look at them. They were nervous.
Yeah.
They're so relaxed now. I'm in trouble.
No, I'm nervous, man. But hey, that handsome hitman Himes, he
Tell
fought a
them.
kid, and it was redemption night for him because he got beat his last fight. This guy beat him, and he come back and he beat the guy. So it was a redemption night for him, and he really looked good.
Did he?
Yeah, he looked good. Yeah, Himes
That's
was
good
tough.
to hear. That's my man. He's going to be a guest again. We were trying to work that out.
Oh yeah, you got to get him back on. Now this Saturday out in Monroeville at the Doubletree, the Hilton Hotel, we got the Golden Glove Finals going on for the local kids here in the Pittsburgh area. And they win this, they'll go on to fight the boys from Philadelphia, the boys and girls. We got a kid named Calvin Smith, Cal Smith. He's fighting this weekend in the 132-pound weight class. We got a girl named Alexa Muselin. She's been on the show before. Keystone Oaks girl.
Go KO, my alma mater.
She's fighting for her championship. And a boy named Scott Perhash. He's fighting for a championship, 165 pounds. Now we have a girl named Sarah Miller. We call her Miller Time, and she's already won her championship. She won that back on April 9th. She beat a girl out of Punxsutawney.
And she's going to be a guest next week at Hollywood Lanes. First time guest for Miller Time.
Yeah, Miller Time. The kid's tough. Yeah, she had 2 Golden Glove fights, and she won them both. And she's fighting out of the Bronson House. And actually,
Hold it. Let's stop right there. We got a little promo.
Hey, the Bronson House.
Announce it. This is a first-time announcement. Smoking Jim, listen, what's going on?
Little Washington, PA. We're at the Bronson House on May 14th. We're having hold the fights up, and we're bringing
6 o'clock till 10.
Yeah, we're bringing the fighting back to Washington. Now,
Tell them who's announcing and filming.
You guys, Pittsburgh Sportsline. Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
I know I
yeah,
stumped you. He still has notes. That's not in his notes. I surprised him. I'm quick-witted.
No, both these boys will be there. Levine, the Talking Machine, and Smoking Jim. It'll be a good night up there. And if you get a chance, come up and watch the local kids.
Only $20 to help on this promotion. The Bronson House has been around forever. They've had champions. Tell them about champions years ago.
I'll tell you, back in the early 40s, we had a lightweight champion out here, and his name was Sammy Angot, a lightweight champion of the world. Now that's when there was only 8 champions in the world. Now there's like 12 weight classes and 4 champions every weight class.
We're going to have to cut you off. Don't explain any of that.
Okay,
Just this good stuff. I don't even know who the heavyweight champion is officially.
Right now it's Tyson Fury. He beat Klitschko.
I saw it, but I didn't think he should have been champ.
Well,
all right, we're done with
it. Rematch in June, that fight.
All right.
But yeah, if you get a chance, come check this out on May 14th.
Thank you. And tell me, what else do you have there? You got another note?
No, that's about it. Talking about Sarah Miller fighting in the Golden Gloves Hall, and then bringing boxing back to the Bronson House because it was down for a while, and we're actually bringing the life back to the
Jefferson Avenue there, 1415 Jefferson Avenue.
Yes.
We'll have more about it. You'll see. I'll make an event page about it. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Skeets,
that's it.
always
Hey,
a pleasure.
Thank you.
Will you introduce your guest and your daughter too?
Okay.
Your daughter's on the team. You didn't
Yeah.
even say anything.
Well, I didn't know if I could or not. But
Here, let me tell you. If you have family, I'm a family-friendly show, and if you don't say your daughter, I'm going to say her name.
Lisa Lewandowski. Elizabeth is her real name.
And-
We call her Lisa.
All right, Lisa,
Yeah.
and the rest of the team's going to
Rest
come
of
up
the team,
now?
yeah.
What
come on
team
up.
is this?
This is Western Pennsylvania High School figure skating team. Right?
Excellent. Skeets is the man.
And Sharon Brooks is the coach, and I'll tell you what, she's a great coach, and the girls really did a great job out there. About 2 weeks ago, was it? They had their competition in Strongsville, Ohio. Yeah, and they're going to talk to you now about it.
Thanks, Skeets.
Okay,
I didn't know he'd get warmed up. He's going off the script. Tell me your name.
I'm Sharon Brooks, and I'm the coach of the Western Pennsylvania High School figure skating team.
Well, nice to have you on the show. We appreciate it. First-time guests. We got a whole group of first-time guests on the show, so it's just awesome. How long have you been doing this?
Well, the team we've been doing for 2 years. We started
You,
the
I
team.
mean, is the team?
The Western Pennsylvania team has been formed. This is our second year.
Okay.
Yes,
And you've
doing
been the coach
competition.
the whole time, is my point.
Correct, yes. Mhm.
How did it get started?
Yes. It got started through the Bethel Park Recreation Center. Chuck Stover, such a wonderful
Okay, I know.
guy.
You know what?
Yes.
I got to interrupt you. We've had such a hard time. Smoking Jim has brought more guests from Monroeville, Penn Hills, which he hates, than Bethel Park people. So I'm honored to have a connection with Bethel Park Rec.
Yes, absolutely. He was wonderful, and he helped us to get all the team members organized and get the whole thing started, basically.
No, that's great. Well, how did you get brought into it? You're a skater?
Yes, I'm a professional skating coach. Yes.
How long have you been skating?
Oh, wow.
Never mind. I don't want to know your age. I have to drop that question.
Long time.
So you've been doing it more than 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
And young ladies, when I
Yes.
ask you, you can tell me if you started at age 2 or 3, and then we'll try to cipher and figure that out. And Smoking Jim, he believes in homeschooling, and I'm totally against it under most situations with athletes. So we'll talk about your grades and other things like that too. So try to think what you've done in school.
Yeah, that's awesome, because they do, I mean, that's
Tell
really
me about
important.
the team. Yeah,
Very
I'm about the
important.
school too, but this is something in addition to it. When do you practice?
We practice mostly at South Park, a little bit at Mount Lebanon too, and we went to Ice Connection once and Blade Runners a couple times too.
Well, now it's going to be the YMCA. I live right near there, and there's a lot of construction going on.
Yes, but they are keeping one ice surface, they promised
I heard
me.
because of you ladies and winning. Get championships, that happens in Bethel Park. That's how we roll.
That was wonderful to hear. I was glad to hear they're keeping one of the ranks.
No,
Yeah, 'cause
it
we-
is. Now, when does your season start? Because I'm confused about that. Is it a winter sport, summer, spring?
It's year round.
That's why I'm
It's
confused,
year-round.
because I was trying to do some research, and Smoking Jim says I'm pretty smart, but on this one, I didn't have a clue. Thanks for
yeah.
clarifying. It's every
Absolutely.
day.
It's every day, all year round. Yeah, these girls hardly ever get a break.
What about
Yeah.
you, Coach?
I'm the same.
You're passionate, so that's why we
Absolutely.
have you on here.
Absolutely.
Where did you go to school at?
Elizabeth Forward.
Okay, that's right nearby.
Yes. Yeah, and then I went to Point Park College.
Oh, did you? Okay, and then what got you into coaching?
Oh, wow.
Short story.
I just love it. I love the children. I love working with them and sharing my passion with them, and I just really enjoy it.
Your name is?
Haley Oliver.
You're done. You got the answer correct.
Thanks.
They were so nervous and they were looking at me. I go, it's actually a fun show. It's a positive show, and we'll be fine. You did great. How long have you been skating?
Since I was 6 years old.
So that's a few years now. I understand. What grade are you in?
I'm a senior in high school.
A senior?
Yep.
No way. Do you have a nice grade average, and what school do you go to?
I go to South Park. I get like decent grades.
Okay. Are you going to
A's
go
and
to
B's.
college?
I'll be attending Robert Morris in the fall for accounting.
Well, congratulations. Are you
Thank
going to
you.
continue skating?
Yes, definitely.
Well, look at those awards and the medals you got. Why not, right?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine not skating.
And you'll do that in college? Will it be a separate, like a rec league like you're doing now, or?
Well, RMU doesn't really have a team, so it'll really just be like personal skating.
Oh, okay. Well, you're an athlete. You're going to continue.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Pass the mic, and we'll have somebody else sit down. Thank you. Now you know the question.
Yes, I do. My name is Elizabeth Lewandowski. And,
Lisa.
Well, Lisa, same thing.
That's the only way I know you. On Facebook, she's a friend of mine. She even likes a couple of my things once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on our show. How long have you been skating?
I've been skating since I was 6, also.
Okay, so another few years for you.
Yes.
Tell them where you go to school.
I go to Ringgold High School.
You're kidding. And you travel all the way to go to the different skating rinks and be on this team?
Yes, I do, because skating is my life, and I enjoy it.
That is awesome to hear. And what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
Okay, so you still got time to decide on college and what you might do or not do?
Well, I have a few plans.
Do you?
Yeah.
Can you say one now?
Cleveland University,
Okay.
and
Well,
Yeah.
good luck to you and thanks for being a champ. We appreciate you coming on our show.
thank you.
Hand the mic to the next young lady. Oh, man. I got to take a commercial time out. It's still hot. It's going to get cold. What is your name?
I'm Victoria Thacker.
Oh, I just met your dad, Bob.
Yeah.
He thanked me in advance and said you'd have a great interview.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
I wouldn't trust him on that. I don't know.
Well, you know I appreciate honesty, or you don't know, but I do. And how long have you been skating?
I've been skating since I was 7.
7?
Yes.
Those others started at 6. What happened?
I don't know. Well, my mom put me on the ice when I was 3, and then I guess
All right, you started at 3 years old. I got the designation. She wasn't successful, and
not
she had to wait
successful.
4 years to get back.
No, it was bad. I guess I laid down and started licking the ice, and it just, my parents thought it wasn't a good thing for me. So.
Where's Bob at? Bob, she's a great interview. We went off the reservation on this, and we're going to talk skating. You won an award, skating,
I did.
which is great.
Yes.
And then as a team, you won? Because I forgot to ask if there's individual winners. I apologize, Lisa, and anybody Haley, if I didn't ask that.
Yeah, we won as a team. There were 19 teams, and we won the first day of the individual events. And then I won the novice long program.
What is that?
It's the
I'm trying to learn skating. I've watched it, but I like sports where you can throw or catch a ball.
it's a long program is just there's a short program and a long program.
So you weren't licking ice anymore.
I was not looking ice. I came close in the short program, but not
I
in
don't
the
want
long.
to hear that. You've been a good sport putting up with me. What grade are you in?
I'm a senior this year at Vincention.
Where are you going to go?
I'm going to Penn State for finance.
We
and
are. My
economics.
daughter went there.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's great. Well, thanks for being a great guest here. And the interview, Bob, was great.
Thank you.
Hand the mic to somebody else. You can come forward, get a seat. Do you remember the question I told you would be the hardest question?
I do. My name's Samantha Paschal.
This is awesome. You can tell when you're with people that are smarter than you, so I thank you. It's been very good for me so far. When did you start skating?
I think I learned when I was about 6 years old. Yeah,
Okay, this seems popular.
it's a magic number.
Yes, I think the coach gave you that because she said, what questions are you going to ask? I'm a little suspicious. No, and what grade are you in?
I'm a senior at Carrick High School.
Okay, so that's nearby. So you're right in the middle of all the places where she said you guys skate at.
Yeah, you can get to anywhere, so
And you're a senior?
yes.
And you said Penn State.
I'm going to Penn State with Tori.
Oh, okay. So you're going to actually skate there?
Yeah, they have a collegiate team where we're going to do the same thing that we did with the high school competition, but with college students.
Yeah, I needed her to stop talking so then we could spread it out. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I wanted to get some of that information. That's why I was stumped. I have a Rolodex in my head of questions, and you've answered them all. And how are you doing in school? What kind of grades do you get?
Very good. I take all AP classes, so
Tell Smoking Jim what that is.
they're like college level classes, but in high school.
That's enough because he doesn't understand all of that. Thank you. You'll find out later when he tells you what's on what's on his mind. But I appreciate you being a guest. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck in the future.
Thank you.
She may not be the shortest player, but she got the biggest heart. What do I ask?
Oh, my name is Courtney Taggart.
Thank you. I tried to trick you a little bit. How did it work out? Did I get her? It wasn't that big a trick. How long have you been skating?
Since I was 6 years old.
Coach, I'm investigating this. At least I got out of one of them. 3 years old, you lick ice with skates on. And you like it, obviously.
I love it.
You love it. Well,
love
that's
it.
great. Well, congratulations on winning.
Thank you.
And did you win an individual event?
Yeah, I won all 3 individual events that I competed in, and then
Tell them what they are, because you know I'm confused about skating and learning.
okay. So the one was compulsory moves, where it's like skating but with no music.
Okay.
And then the one is moves in the field, which is more like technical about your edges. And then one was freestyle, was all about the jumps and the spins and stuff.
Okay, thanks for explaining that. See, we're learning. I'm actually learning more about skating now. Now I can watch it on TV and know a little more. And what grade are you in?
I'm in 10th grade.
You got a long way to go. You can become a superstar with this team. I got it. No wonder you love it. 2 more years.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you and continued success. And
Thank
thanks for
you.
being on our show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me see. What question? Oh, you already know.
I'm Julie Brooks.
Thank you for listening. And what's my second question? How long have you been skating? Or what age?
I was 4 when I started.
You know what? We have a new record. She actually started skating at 4, did not lick the ice off her skates. Her mother told her skate, and she did. And you have fun, obviously.
Yeah, I love it.
You love it too?
Yeah.
It sounds unanimous tonight. What grade are you in?
I'm in 9th grade.
9th grade?
Yeah.
You got even 3 more years. No wonder you like it. Did you win any individual events or just a team event?
Yeah, I got first in compulsory and moves to music, and I
See,
got
now I
second.
understand those two.
And I got second in my freestyle.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Coach, you got a lot of potential here with the 10th and 9th grader. And these seniors are leaving you. How can this be? And what are your plans then? Just keep going to school?
Yeah.
Not homeschooling?
Nope.
Stay in school?
Yeah.
Do well?
Yeah.
All right, we debunked all that. Thank you for coming on our show and continued success to you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good luck. We got the best for last right now. She was one of the tallest, so she had to sit right behind everybody. What's the question I asked?
My name's Emily Brooks.
Thank you very much. And when did you start skating?
I was 3.
A new record, a legitimate skater at 3. I knew the coach didn't get to everybody. I was worried there for a few minutes because they were all going, what am I supposed to say? You did very well. Now, you must obviously love skating.
Oh yeah.
Did you win individual events?
I did. I got first in a dance, which is like a pattern of music.
Okay, dance is pattern.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good now. I've learned compulsory and something else too. Music.
Yeah, and
I'm learning.
I also got second in my freestyle.
I know freestyle.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it.
That sounds enough. And then you got all these medals, so that's awesome. And you're a senior?
Yeah, I am a senior.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Miami University.
You're going to warm weather and skate?
No, it's in Ohio.
I was kidding. We know that. Good friend of mine, Bruce Gradkowski, went to Toledo, so we know the Ohio teams.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm glad you caught me on that one. No doubt. Well, good luck to you. Thanks for being on our show, and thanks for knowing the answers to the questions. Can you hold up that little trophy? Can you hold that?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to get that with TV.
Okay.
Tell them what that is.
Okay, this is the trophy we got for winning the individual events at the competition.
Because I wanted to make sure it didn't get lost with the mic and the table and all the nonsense I was bringing out here. So no distraction. I'm very happy and proud of you ladies, especially with some Bethel Park here. I appreciate that, and all the other communities. Just to be getting together from different communities to do this, to me that shows a lot of great things that will happen in the future, and good luck to all of you. Take care, and when you win again, you're more than welcome to come back, Coach.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Take care. That's it, ladies. Oh, yeah, we have one more thing before they clear. I told her I'd remember I forgot. Yes, you can hold that. And I'll hold this because it's a little complex with the system we have here. One's for TV and one's for the fans and family that are here.
So last year we had our first charity ice show, and we raised $5,000 for the Ronald McDonald House. So we are going to do that again this summer on Saturday, July 23rd at 5 o'clock at the Mount Lebanon Ice Rink.
Which is near the Mount Lebanon High School.
Exactly, right at the bottom of the hill from the high school.
You have to tell people because some people are challenged with directions here. Like they said, where is Atria's PNC Park? I got asked that 4 times today.
Oh yeah,
I'm serious.
And there's no sign that says Mount Lebanon Ice Rink anywhere. There's a little sign that says
familiar with
Recreation Center, so it's kind of hidden. It's a little hard to find.
That's why I brought it up. Thank you, Coach.
Yes, and we charge $10 admission.
Is that all?
That was it. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And children ages 5 and under are free. And we'll have raffle baskets and maybe a couple vendors and do some different things to raise money.
Some fun stuff.
Right. We'll have food. We're going to have sandwiches and food and a bake sale. And yeah, so we can raise...
Say the date again.
The date is Saturday, July 23rd. And it's at 5 o'clock.
Well, Smokin' Jim's birthday's on July 18th. So if you have a little birthday cake for him, he may come out to Mount Lebanon.
Oh, we'd be happy to do that. Absolutely. You're welcome to come.
Because he's a new fan of ice skating.
Awesome. That's great.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And when you get a current flyer, if you want to get it to me at Bethel Park, I'll show it up each week. Okay?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
That's what I do.
Very nice.
That's part of what this binder is. It has a lot of things like that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Very nice of you. Thank
Take care.
you.
Give me that mic back. This isn't your show. See you later. All right, since we changed our regular format on the show, we're going to go back to our first segment because Skeets was so awesome on there. And we had to get the girls up here on the team because I told them I'd write excuses if they didn't make it to school tomorrow. So that'll be the first for the talking machine to write excuses. Yeah, I heard that. I know. Some schools are open. All the time. All right, we're going to do with What's on Your Mind by Smokin' Jim Frazier, sponsored by Skeets Lewandowski's Skeets Service Station in Finleyville. Smokin' Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
oh man, here it is.
You got to see.
Don't break it.
Hey, thanks everybody for coming out. If you haven't done so already, do yourself a favor, grab a menu, because the only burger I like better than a Roethlisberger is the Talking Machine Big Mouth Burger. Hey, we're very honored to do this show at PNC Park for the next year because this is going to be a special year. The Penguins is going to win the Stanley Cup. The Pirates is going to win the World Series. The Steelers are going to win the Super Bowl. The Pittsburgh Passion is going to win the women's football. And Antonio Brown's going to win Dancing with the Stars. I want to give a quick shout out to a guy that played on the most underrated, undefeated state championship football team. They had to beat the number 4 team in the nation to do that. He's also in the Pittsburgh City League Hall of Fame. Big hand for Dr. Ramon Hart in the house. Big hand for international master photographer Bill Boyce and his beautiful models in the house. Former Chartiers Valley superstar TJ McConnell also plays for the Philadelphia 76ers. He's going into the WPIAL Hall of Fame, and Jamie Dixon didn't recruit him because Jamie Dixon doesn't believe there's any good basketball players here in Pittsburgh. You know, Pitt has turned into the eyesore on the North Shore because Jamie CBI Dixon don't recruit local players, and for that he deserves to be fired. There hasn't been a Super Bowl played that hasn't had at least one Big 33 player in it. You know, that means Western Pennsylvania got the best football in the country. Western Pennsylvania got great basketball. They got great boxing. They got great wrestling. Look here, some of the great players that came through the WPIAL and City League, like Tony Dorsett, Dan Marino, Dwight Collins, Tyler Boyd, Russell Shell, the Jackson twins. But I tell you right now, Paris Ford is the best I ever seen. Pitt can be in again if they recruit R.J. Hart. Pitt can be in again if they recruit Fisher. Pitt can be in again if they recruit some local players, and they'll win the national championship if they sign Paris Ford.
Is Smoking Jim done? He handed me the mic because I can't hear a thing. But I did hear one thing. I have to call you on this one, Smoking Jim. You're talking about the local athletes. I'm all in, they should have done it. But he can't be an eyesore out of the Peterson Center on the North Shore. That's Jamie Dixon's basketball. They have not played a basketball game in North Shore except in maybe a high school or two that's over there, my friend. Little disclaimer for him. He gets excited, and I gave him that extra time to write that speech. It's all memorized. Now, what's on my mind is just going to be short and sweet. I watched a long baseball game the other night. I thought it started at 10 after 4. So I watched a little bit of it, figured I'd come back to it. 5 hours later, I still was watching baseball. They lost 3 of the saves, but this team is so resilient. They put so many players on base. Smoking Jim's starting to become a baseball fan, right? Oh, so let's go Bucks. We're at Atria's PNC Park. I'm cutting my What's on Your Mind short because we still got about a half hour left and a lot of guests here. I'm going to try not to interrupt them as much as I do, so we'll get right to the point. And you already dropped names like I can't believe. Can you just bring them up right now?
We let my main man, Coach Vaughn Madden, bring up his players. Come on, Coach. Right after the show, Coach Vaughn will be tested for steroids.
Another disclaimer here. Look at my man here. How is he? 350 pounds, runs a 4.2, he said, at Gateway. We won't talk about that. Right. There's no investigations here. We're about positivity, my man. He runs off the reservation sometimes, and that's what he did. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure having you. I've heard a lot about you. Dr. Hart wrote one of the largest articles that I've seen, and I needed it because, you know, Smoking Jim's on many shows. He's the busiest man in media, and I helped found this, you know, with him and a couple others, and you know this was his show. Okay. And somehow somebody made a banner, and I didn't want my name on it, but now I can see why the guy put my name on it. All right? So welcome to our show. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been a coach?
I've been a coach for 7 years. I graduated from Clarion University, and then
what position did you play?
I played linebacker.
Linebacker. You look tough. Right. No investigation here. Stop it. He went to Clarion. Come on. It's a good school.
Definitely.
And high school.
I went to Brashear High School.
Now I understand why he wants to investigate.
Right.
Another good school, tough school.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. So you come out of all that. Now, why'd you want to be a coach?
I didn't want to be a coach. I didn't want to be a coach when I first started, but I had.
Did you play elsewhere or semi-pro or anything, or try out anywhere?
No, yeah, I tried out for.
Because I like the little story on the background to see what you did.
Yeah, I tried out for the CFL. And I had some bad experiences with my college coach. We didn't get along very well because he recruited me out of Slippery Rock when I turned down a scholarship to him. There, he ended up being our head coach like 2 years later.
Unbelievable. I can understand issues there. I've had friends that went to college and had those same issues, and they left schools.
Yeah. So when it was time to try out for the CFL, he wouldn't release my film. I still don't know the reasons why. So when I tried out, the coach for Calgary asked, to see some of my film, and he couldn't get none. So just because of that, they didn't have no current.
So this is the background with why you decided to become a coach.
Right.
You weren't going to let that happen to any other kid.
Absolutely not.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
I'm glad I pulled that out of you. Smoking Jim, you never even told me about. Now he's eating.
Right.
I want him investigated why he's not eating earlier when there was nobody up here.
Definitely.
Well, tell me about this team.
So we have a traveling team, 707 team here out of Pittsburgh. We are currently ranked 8th in the United States out of about 740 other teams.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
That's hard work,
Yes,
right?
Yes. And last season we won 2 regional national championships.
Say that again. You won.
Won, yes. 2 regional championships. One was in Lancaster, another one was in New Jersey.
So it went east and you went further east.
Right.
I like your style. Keep going to the ocean. You saw it.
Right.
Take these kids to the ocean. They're used to 3 rivers.
Right.
That's all we eat, drink, and sleep. You got to get out of here sometime. Grow. Nice.
So then we just we compete nationally, and
how often do you train?
We train 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturday at the UPMC Sports Complex.
And when's your season start?
We started, was it March?
Just make a guess. I'm just trying to put it out there that it's in the spring.
Yes, the beginning. The first tournament was spring, but we've been training since December.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot of hard work because these kids go to school. They're not homeschooled like Smoking Jim wasn't.
Yeah, we train 2 hours. There's training that's going on right now. We have about 120.
You mean right now you skip practice with these 3 superstars and yourself to come here?
Yes.
I'm honored. We'll have you back on again for sure. Definitely. I want to hear more about what you do. But let's bring these players up.
First,
bring them all up.
So, Troy Fisher out of Central.
Okay. And call his name.
State champion.
Okay.
We have,
and bring them all up because we got to do a group here, buddy, and do interviews like we did with the ladies. Because we're going to run out of time.
All right. Ramon Hart Jr. out of Plum.
I don't know him. Where's this Plum at? He was a previous guest. Bring him up here. Now, who else is this other guy that's Smoking Jim dropped his name?
Oh, Paris Forbes.
Okay, where's he at?
Coming up.
And what's he done?
He's done everything. He's number 1 recruit coming out of Pennsylvania. He's the number 1 safety in the country.
Well, let's not wait. Don't wait any longer. Hand him the mic. I want to talk to him. Let him sit in this seat. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
You can hold both.
Oh,
See,
okay.
We're awkward here. We got 2 mics because we're very special here.
Okay.
Tell them your name.
My name is Paris Ford. I go to Still Valley High School.
Because I told you I'd ask that question.
Right.
Okay, we're good now.
Yes, sir.
It's all good. How long have you been playing football?
Since I was 3 years old.
There's another 3-year-old. I like it. Were you this tall at 3?
No, I was always pretty tall.
I assumed you had some height early.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What kind of speed do you have?
I'm pretty fast.
Okay. I hate asking hard questions because when they get to the NFL, then you know you can't hide. He'll be in the NFL from what I heard, so that's all good. And what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior. You still got some time to grow.
Yes, sir.
I like it. And how's school going with you? You like school?
Yes, pretty good. I have a 3.3 GPA right now.
That's what I want to hear.
Everybody got 3.3 at Still Valley.
See, now I always have to put a disclaimer because Gateway, when I first met him 4.5 years ago, people think we've known each other 20 years. Well, Gateway's not that good right now. They're dropping in class. And when we first met, I told him, don't keep calling it God's country because we're all God's country. You know, and why can't we all get along? Now he has to join my parade, all right? Because he said, what's Keystone Oaks? I said, go KO. That's where I went. We're all proud of where we went. So that's how it is. No, I appreciate you coming on. Tell me your favorite position.
I like safety. That's my favorite position.
Your favorite position? Well, then you got speed, but you won't tell me, so I'm good.
Yes, sir.
See, I can read people. You're done now. It was a great interview. Good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
You take care.
Thank you.
All right. To the next one. All right. You got to tell me your name because I hear everybody saying names, but I got to hear it from the guy whose name it is.
I'm Troy Fisher. I'm from Central Catholic High School. And
And what's your QPA?
I have a 4.6.
I wanted to guess that because Smoking Jim, he's the only guest on any of the teams that just rolled with what I've previously repeated ad nauseum. And you understand what I'm saying.
I know what you mean.
He doesn't.
Oh.
I actually have a dictionary, and it's from 1909.
Hey, that's like gateway education.
Thank you. We'll continue this. And what's your favorite position?
I'm a quarterback, so I'm going to say quarterback.
Okay. Have you played any other position?
I used to play running back in the good old days.
And I think I saw you in one of the games on TV.
Yeah, that was.
That's why I wanted to tell you that I did watch you, and I was quite impressed.
Thank you.
You're taller than I thought.
Yeah.
So the guide really didn't lie like most of the people.
Yeah, it was. I think it's pretty
Am I
accurate.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They changed from station to station, but
Well,
I think it'll
I
stay.
remember a kid on my team was 5'6". They listed him as 6 foot 190.
Yeah.
So you know that happens.
Oh yeah.
And
for sure.
Gateway was famous for that because they recruit players, and they were all 6'3", 290.
Yeah.
We still
And they ran
recruit.
4.2. Yeah, but now they don't win. I can't even hear static here.
Yeah, it's.
And where do you live at? Tell me your.
I live in Cranberry Township.
Well, that's a nice journey for you.
Yeah, it's about 35, 40 minutes. Nothing.
Well, that helps
too
you to
bad.
study more. This is
Yeah.
how he got 4.6.
Yeah. Sure.
It takes him a while to get in school. No,
that's
I'm not
what it is. That's what
disrespecting
it
it.
is. Yeah.
We appreciate education. I'm all about it because I believe in great athletes. I believe in winners, but not everybody can do that. So what happens after that?
I'm getting ready. I mean, looking at colleges already.
What college?
It's everywhere. I mean, Ivy League's looking at
Okay,
it.
we're not going to brag right now. We understand. You're very
Sorry.
popular and you've done very well and you're a champion.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Right?
Hey, yeah. I guess that's what I do.
We'll have you back in your senior year because I want updates.
All right, sounds good to
Will
me.
you come back?
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for being so quick-witted. You almost were quicker than me, but it's my show.
Nothing better than you.
Thank you. You'll be back again.
Oh,
Now pass that to this young man who I didn't recognize tonight. And good luck to you in the future. RJ, how about when I asked, where's RJ at? Is that true?
Yes.
And tell them who I was looking at.
Me.
And I said, they go, that's RJ. I go, he grew since the last year and a half or so since I've seen you.
Yeah.
Tell them what grade you're in.
My name is Ramon Hart, and I'm in 9th grade.
Okay. And tell them where you go to school, because Plum was having so much trouble. Oh, did I let that come out?
Yeah.
Because one of my good friends has been an announcer there, Andy Sebastian. He's a legend in boxing. He's having a lot of health issues right now. And we had him on our show numerous times. And he was almost crying at his advanced age about how sad Plum had been. So I want to thank you and all the other players, because I have relatives that live out that way in Plum. And the lady who cuts my hair at Azazu Salon, Marianne Workman, lives in Plum. What do you think of that?
That's good.
All right, now tell me what position you play.
I play wide receiver.
Now, I know I can't ask how fast you are, and I know you have good hands. Do you know how many passes you caught?
Well, for varsity, I caught 1 pass.
Yeah, but you weren't supposed to be there.
Yeah. But for JV,
That's an honor. I'm on your side. Remember that.
But for JV, I caught about 30 passes.
In one season, that's good stuff. Definitely. And you're going to be on the varsity this year coming up, correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, I can't wait to have it. You keep growing and getting stronger, and look at those hands, folks. He's not going to drop many balls. He may only get one. That was the only pass thrown to him. That's what happens. Don't tell him anything else. I'm helping to promote you. It's all good. I want you guys to have good success, especially with Coach Vaughn and all you do, and I'll have you back again, because this time I'll try to recognize you, but if you grow a beard, I'm in trouble. And that guy Charles who's videoing all this, I'm getting a little nervous, and I don't usually get nervous, but I can't see out of one eye and I can't hear out of the ear because I keep looking over. Look at that blinding light. What's your grandfather doing?
I don't know.
RJ, thank you very much. Good luck to you. We'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Coach. Dr. Joe, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Al.
I'm glad you could make it out of your busy day. I know you got a lot of things going on. Tell them your name and spell that last name.
All right. It's wonderful to be here. I'm Dr. Joe Porreca, Porreca. And Al, remember that spelling?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Well, you hammered it into me yesterday on a ride to go to dinner with your 96-year-old dad and sisters and family.
Exactly. That's a tradition. Every Sunday we do that.
Well, we're about family and things like that. Now, you have a chiropractic practice.
Yes.
Do you help any athletes?
Yes, we do. We treat high school athletes. We've treated, a lot of amateur athletes, collegiate athletes, and some professional athletes. In fact, my nephew, if I can plug.
Well, we don't mind shameless plugs because I just talked about your business. Perfect. You can talk about somebody that might play in a sport.
Yeah, my nephew is Alex Presley. Used to play here for the Pirates. Now he's playing for Milwaukee, and I got to plug the fact that he hit a 2-run homer yesterday as a pinch hitter. So let's hear for Alex.
More
Thanks.
positivity and good karma from Pittsburgh Sportsline.
Yeah.
We talked about him the other day, and he goes, "Do you know him?" And I said, "I'm not Smoking Jim. I do follow baseball. I know him." And he said, "Alex Presley." And I go, "Yeah, where's he at?" He said, "He's with the Brewers." I go, "You'll get to see him." He goes, "I'm traveling up to see him." Now he hits a home run.
Yeah, it's exciting. We went out to Arizona to watch him play spring training. He did very well out there too, and so we're excited. We're excited about the baseball season. Of course, we're Bucco fans through and through. Steelers, Buckos. I have 3 passions in life, Al. It's teaching people how to live a healthy lifestyle, the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right. Wow. I like your style, especially with that healthy segment. You heard me talking to a guest of our show about some of the healthy stuff I do. Yeah. I'm not going to bore anybody with that. They can go to my Facebook page, Alan Levine, and they can get a loose leaf green tea weather report and other health tips. But we're talking about chiropractic. What's one of the things that people would want to go to a chiropractor, like they're playing sports and they're getting some aches and pains? What would happen? What do you advise?
Well, if there's aches and pains, of course you're going to go in and you're going to get a consultation, an examination, and then a treatment plan. But this is something interesting, Al. You don't have to wait till you have aches and pains with our athletes. Like I had a pitcher in today. In fact, he pitched tonight for Bell Vernon High School, and he was just having some tightness in his right arm. Wasn't really having any pain.
Understand? I used to pitch.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay, and there are some imbalances there, so we address those muscle imbalances, work with the framework of the body.
And tell them the name of your practice.
It's Porreca Chiropractic Center, Inc.
So look it up if you need to visit a good doctor, an honest man here that's talking about helping from kids all the way to 96 years old. I'm sure he cracks up his dad a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
More ways than one.
Yeah, yes.
No doubt. What's a tip? Any tips that you would have, like a couple tips here, just in general?
Well, I heard you talking about your healthy living over there. You're doing a lot of things right.
Oh, thank you.
What you look at, there are 5 factors really to healthy living. Number 1 is you got to get proper sleep. Circadian rhythm. Get the right amount of sleep. Get the right type of sleep. Number 2, you got to be able to handle chronic stress. We have solutions for that. 3 is you got to be able to handle your weight problems, whether you're underweight or overweight. But he's muscular. He got a lot of muscle.
Yeah, right. Oh, there's some jelly. Can I have that for my sandwich?
4 is gut inflammation, because health begins in the gut. And 5 is the activity level. You got to get out there. You got to get active. You got to exercise.
He's the busiest man in media in Pittsburgh.
Smoking Jim pumps a lot of iron. You can tell.
He did. He was a power lifter.
Yeah, absolutely.
No doubt. Well, Doc, we only have a little bit of time left, but I wanted tips out of you.
Yeah.
We'll have you back.
Sure.
If you have any events that are coming up, you're more than welcome to come back on our show.
Yeah, we have a lot of free events, and I'll keep you.
Keep me in the loop.
I'm friends now with you on Facebook.
We're friends in person and Facebook. It's a miracle.
All right.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Have a safe ride home.
Have a great night. Thanks.
Take care. You know what? This guy's a radio, a TV guy, has had film. Grab the mic, because you know how to. No, just grab it, because I'm getting rid of this thing. It's annoying me. Tell them your name.
Ernie Kushner.
Tell them where you grew up.
Akron, Ohio.
Tell them what high school you went to.
Firestone High School.
Where's that at?
It's on the west side of Akron.
okay? Because I posted a picture of you and your team
Oh, yes.
on Facebook.
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed that.
I noticed.
Now, you played high school basketball. Did you play college basketball?
Yeah, I played college basketball at Kansas State.
K-State. One of my
K-State.
best friends is from there. He always tells me, watch K-State. He grew up in right near it, Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah, there you go. That's where KU is. That was the rival.
I know.
Of course,
I can't believe he walked across the street.
I will say this though: when I played, we were Big 8 champs. That's when the Big 12 was the Big 8.
Wow.
We won 3 out of 4 years, so we beat.
Well, that's
Kansas.
why I want to
We
hear
took
some
them-
of
Yeah,
that.
we took care of Kansas.
There you go. That's why I brought him up here. So you went to college. Did you go to pro?
Well, I was drafted.
By who?
Kansas City Omaha Kings. And then
I'm noticing a conspiracy here. Like the girls all were 6 when they started
Well-
skating. You're all about Kansas.
Well, I'm about. I was drafted by. Then that's the Sacramento Kings now, but then also was drafted in the ABA by the.
Now I'm getting the truth. See, you have to dig down on some of the
Yeah,
guests.
but see,
he's a radio TV guy. He can out-talk me, so I have to try to watch.
One, I guess, claim to fame. I went to the San Diego Conquistadors in the ABA, and I was released or cut by Wilt Chamberlain. If there's anybody still here that remembers Wilt Chamberlain,
I remember him.
Okay, so I was, and then from there I went over to Europe. I played in Israel, Brazil, and Europe for
How many years?
3,
Nice.
4 years.
And then you come back. Where did you end up going?
I came back and was trying to find myself. Right. No, I ended up going to. I was interviewing to get a job with Converse, which was big then, the shoe company.
I seem to remember that.
And I didn't get the job in Denver. I didn't get the job in Minneapolis. I didn't get the job in Kansas City. And then they finally, after 3 years of interviewing, because it was a great job at the time, they said, "Would you be willing to go to Pittsburgh?"
Yes, that's how we met.
So 37 years ago this May, I came to Pittsburgh, and first thing I had to do back then was I had to meet. First assignment was to meet Tony Parisi of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's a shocking, terrible assignment. Tell him who he was, because some of them are too young.
Tony Parisi was equipment manager for the Steelers, and Converse shoes were being worn by a lot of football players back then. And also, I had to meet Chuck Knoll and Chuck Tanner.
You mean just coming to town?
Just coming to town. I'm hanging out at the Marriott, staying there until I got an apartment. And I went into the locker room with the Steelers and see Tony, and then it was during mini camp, and Chuck Knoll came in with the players, and this is at the old Three Rivers.
I seem to recall that.
And we made
many champions.
Yes, and we made eye contact, and I went, "Oh shoot!"
Hey,
He's
it's
like,
a family show, no swearing.
No, I didn't say. So he went over to Tony and he grabbed him, the equipment manager, and they went around the corner. He goes, "Who is that guy?" He says, "Well, that's the Converse guy. That's Ernie, the new guy." So Chuck came back around and going, "How you doing?" And I'm sitting there going, "Yeah, you don't know who I am?" No, I didn't do that. so I got to know him, and then Tony took me down to meet Chuck Tanner because they were in the same building.
I understand. Most people know that, even though it's destroyed now.
There's some young people here.
Yeah.
So I went
A lot
down.
are younger than
I went
you.
down there and I got to. He said, "Here's Chuck Tanner. This is Ernie Kushner, and he's the new Converse guy." And he was very nice. And I said, "Oh, by the way, you may know my brother. He played for you in Chicago, Art Kushner."
Wow.
And he went, "Oh man!" So I was all of a sudden family, and that was the year of We Are Family in '79. So
Now that's nice, but we got about 5 minutes left,
Okay.
and you got thousands of photos.
All right,
you got
so-
videos. So I have to have you dig a little deep and bring out a few of the photos that we discussed earlier. Okay.
So some of the things I was doing is the.
Here, let me help you.
Yeah, help me.
I'll help you. I'll hold both mics.
So here's a picture of.
You tell them you know the picture.
All right,
Let's see if
this is-
Devin can get that.
Can you get that?
Just keep talking. Tell them what it is,
Craig
because they can't
Wolfley.
all see in the back row.
Craig Wolfley and Tunch Yoken. We were doing a camp together. I did promotional camps with them when I was with Converse. That's one of them. And you ready there? This is Charles Smith at Pitt, because I did the basketball team with shoes at the time.
Nice.
And then also the world of Converse took me on a regional thing where I was working with Larry Bird.
Just hold that up.
And taking care of all his autograph session.
Well, Tunch went to school,
right, and we
college,
talked- we
and
talked
actually Gradkowski, Mark Gradkowski, that I grew up, Bruce Gradkowski's brother went to school with him also.
Wow, yeah. Tunch and Larry had some conversation. I talked to him about that. And then
The Seminoles, right? What was it? The Sycamores.
Sycamores. And then this one here is, when I came in here in '79, I had Bill Madlock. And Bill Madlock, he was a Dorson Converse. In fact, he ended up at my wedding.
Tell me that story.
Well,
a short one.
Short one. They had to do like in a contract we had, which was pretty basic back then. Things have really changed now, but we had he had to do like 4 appearances. So we did appearances at different stores, and
I see where it's leading up.
Autograph, and then it's always been a joke because he had 1 appearance to do, and I says, "Why don't you just be in my wedding and we'll count that as an appearance?" No, but he was.
I like your style.
Yeah, we became friends, and he was in my wedding, and
that's awesome.
And from there, it's just as time went on, I worked for Converse for 20 years or so, and then I ended up working for Adidas most recently for like 10. Was involved in the 7-on-7s, and I was involved in all the different sports here in Pittsburgh. So
now you had a photo, I thought, with like your mother or something, you have to at least bring that.
My family.
Now, I don't know if they can get that. Where's Bill Boyce at on this one? Get a close up. Get a close up of this one. It's about his family.
Yeah.
Closer.
A little reflection going on. This is. It says even mom plays for Kushner's. My family.
Listen to this.
My family was. Was a sports family, and in Akron, we were the Akron Beacon Journal newspaper. We were voted the sports family of the century.
Wow! Say that again, please.
We were sports family of the century
in Akron, Ohio.
Which so it's going to be another 100 years before they come up with another one.
That's why they did that.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But it's been very.
We only
blessed.
have. I'm giving you a 2-minute warning because he can out-talk me. He has videos, he has photos. I can't even get close to how well he can talk. So, what else do you have? You want to show one more thing, or you want to tell a story, or a short story?
I don't have.
Hold it. What about? Forget the stories. I know. Tell me about the basketball tournament this weekend. Short.
Oh, this past weekend, the hoop group was here. Recruiting time, it's a live period, and college coaches were here. It was finally, I've worked with this group for 20 years, and the guys that put it on, they had it at the convention center. So,
and this is the first time. How many teams?
There was like close to 500 teams.
How many coaches from the college level?
There's only about 200 from Division II and I, and NAI.
Can you drop any big names that you saw, coaches, even if you know them? Or not? Who'd you see?
I saw, Brendan Knight's there now at Rutgers. He was there, the coach from St. Joe's. There was a coach from NJIT.
Was Jamie Dixon there?
No.
All right, I just wanted to end that for Smoking Jim because we're about ready to wrap it up. We're going to have you back on another show.
All right.
When he has so many videos and interesting things with the players and people he's met over the last 37 years. So it'll just be awesome. Ernie, I want to thank you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
And I want to thank everybody here for coming out, being here for over 4 hours like the Pirate game. We appreciate it on Pittsburgh Sports Line. This show will be up on Wednesday night, Verizon 32 everywhere for the Bethel Park girls. It'll be on Comcast if they have it, and Verizon 32, 7 o'clock to 8 Wednesday night, and 4 other times. All our shows are on YouTube. I will post it up on anybody that's a friend of mine, and the others can share that with them. As you know, Charles is one of the best, Charles Hart. He shares stuff like you can't believe for me, so he's one of my best. And Dr. Ramon, thank you for coming here and doing it. You're on the injured reserve list a little bit right now. You up, my friend? And Nia, will you wake up? I didn't put you on the show because you were sleeping. And that's it for the Talking Machine and Smoking Jim Frazier. And I always end the show with the young boy who died of DIPG, a cancer. Stay Joey strong.